Hello, everybody. It is Sunday night. It is 8 o'clock p.m. Not quite on the dot, a couple minutes after. Who cares? And we're here for another night of Under Fractured Sky, Dungeons and Dragons with friends. Ooh, yes. Feel the tension in the room. So this is gonna be a really special episode. I'll tell you why later. You'll find out why later. But for now, let's get things started with some introductions. So, thank you for telling us that it's quiet. Um, let's see. I'm gonna fix this.
Please stand by.
Please hold. A representative will be with you shortly.
Do 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 do.
Hush. No.
We'll get a copyright strike for that.
It's okay. It was less than 30 seconds.
Why is it coming in quiet? This is madness. Mark, how we sounding now? Are we still quiet? Gotta give him like 5 seconds to answer because of the lag.
You have exactly 5 seconds. No, I'm just kidding.
I am apparently quiet. I am the quiet one. What?
Hmm.
What madness is? Oh, because my microphone levels are turned all the way down. Hmm.
Most peculiar.
Can you hear my mighty voice now? Disregard that laughing in the background.
No, acknowledge it.
Acknowledge it. We must.
You must acknowledge it.
That's
My
okay.
apologies. I can't really control that.
Are you playing the stream over like while you're
My,
actually playing in it?
my girlfriend is, and she's sitting right next to me, along with the dog.
Oh, okay. Oh god, that's gonna trip me up hearing that because it's getting picked up on the
Yeah,
stream.
it's
I'm
it's a
sorry.
it's a bit loud. Yeah.
So, sorry, we're turning it down.
Okay, thank you.
Can you still hear it?
Uh, Not at the moment, no. Okay,
Okay.
so now that we've got that all settled, hello, I am Lady D. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am the dungeon master of Under Fractured Sky. I am the creator of this world, and I hold everybody's lives in my hands. Oh, I should wash them. Um, with me tonight, as always, this merry crew of miscreants, which I've decided that's what I'm going to call them from now on. And I forgot the order that I'm supposed to introduce everybody in. Oh, yeah. Cheryl, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. They them pronouns. I play Waywright Evenus, the half orc bard. Whose
Dragon?
last name I
Oh.
almost forgot for a moment.
You remembered, though, and that's what matters. Dragon.
Chick fil A employees in Richmond, Virginia broke Chick fil A's drive through record by serving 172 cars in 1 hour.
That's
Neat.
fascinating.
Neat. Hi, I'm Dragon, pronouns he, him. I play Usna Soulsight, your lovable no barbarian. Yeah, I'm going back to reading Reddit now.
Okay. As long as you're back. Okay. Um, and Zul?
Hi. Yes, hi. Zool, he, him pronouns, and I play Avne de Beauvau, the cockatiel Kenku paladin. I'm a little bit ill, so my apologies.
That's okay. You're always ill. By the way,
Sick, bro.
Mark is telling us that Cheryl came in a little bit quiet. I'm just gonna boost you up a little bit, Cheryl.
Okay.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
You're a hero.
You're a hero to us. We heart you. We'll talk to you in a bit. Anyway, um, Zul, did you actually get to the intro, or did we get
No, I
sidetracked?
got it. No, I got it.
Okay, wow, my brain just went all crazy. Salix, you're up.
Hello, I'm Salix, he, him, and I play Frankel Numbers, the gnome cleric. Sorry for any noise in the background. I'm in a room with two other people right now, so.
And Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan, pronouncer he, him, and I play Jacques, the Komodo Dragon Lizard Folk Ranger.
Okay. And Miyoko.
Hi, I am Miyoko, and I play the Eye of the Forest, Tabaxi Warlock.
And last but not least, let's talk to Mega. What about you?
Hello, my name is Mega, he, him, his, and I play the character Nova Umbrale, the fairy tale fire genasi wizard.
All right. Well, you guys ready to play?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
All right. Well, when last we left the party of Wayra the half-orc bard, Usnar the gnoll barbarian, Avne the Kenku paladin, Fringle the gnome cleric, Shaq the lizard folk ranger, Forrest the tabaxi warlock, and Nova the fire genasi wizard, they had just received an invitation to a party being held in their honor for rescuing the citizens of Bend from a mass arson attack perpetrated by the cult of Abzazel some weeks prior to the Averhold Games. The ball was to take place in 3 weeks' time, and in those 3 weeks, our heroes were free to do as they wished and prepare themselves for the occasion. So, let's just briefly talk to everybody and see what they did to prepare. And let's start things off with Wayra. Wayra, what did you do to prepare for the ball?
So, first off, Wayra spent a day locked away in her room with some paper and her lute, and she wrote a ballad to to Rathbone the Knoll Paladin. And so she went out onto the streets after she had written it and had performed it for a bit to see what the reaction of the crowd was. And she also went dress shopping because she had a pretty ball gown.
You were able to actually get quite a bit of people into the tune when you're there. Go ahead, roll me a performance check.
All right.
Oh, I should get out of my settings and go to the chat. There we go. Gotta love that +7.
Yep.
So, it's a work in progress. It needs to be workshopped a little bit, but, it's got a catchy rhythm. You get a feeling that people are going to be singing about it. Um, yeah. Yeah, you did good. You did good.
And she gets herself a very, very pretty ball gown. It's sort of like a butter yellow.
Very nice. All right. Is that everything?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so let's move things along with Uznar. Uznar, what did you do with your 3 weeks?
Usnar decided to go on a walk. Decided that he wanted to go on a walk, and he walked all the way back to Barnaby to check in with Rangers. Just inform him that I'm still alive, and if there was any time between now and then, would have just worked as a bouncer at the Bull's Head.
Gee, I mean, I'm usually pretty capable of taking care of everybody myself, but, yeah, we can have you around, I guess.
Sweet.
As long as you don't mind getting paid in food.
I do not mind that at all.
All right, here's some chicken.
Yeah, no. Roast chicken.
Okay, is that
Yeah.
everything?
And would have just basically decided would have walked back in time, make it back in time for the thing, and basically just pick myself up a jacket for the ball as my clothing.
All right, just a jacket. Very good. Okay, so let's check in with Avne. Avne, what are you up to with your 3 weeks of downtime?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you want to go over this, but they did want to talk with Tavarian.
You
I don't know
find
if you
him.
want to go over that.
You find him excessively hard to contact.
Yeah, it's for the letter. Ugh. So I guess when that doesn't work out,
Oh, you mean
they'll
talk? I get what you mean now. Okay, sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead and tell them what you did.
Yeah, one second. Had to cough. Um, Basically, Avne wrote a letter to Tavarian to like address a meeting place to just talk, and if anything bad were to happen, they would take extra precaution to retaliate or defend themselves. And they got stood up and got a letter back, and much to Avne's frustration. So, but said plans are moving forward. So Avne's little itchy about that, but as you do.
By the way, just for the people at home, just a refresher, this is Tavarian. He is a palm cockatoo kenku. He's very scary. He's very big. He has a big axe. He's not nice. He is not a nice fellow. Very angry,
This man threatened to kill me,
amongst other
I want to
things.
fight him. I want to
amongst
fight
other
him.
things.
I want to
Don't worry,
fight
you
him.
will. You will,
Y-
along my side.
You may get your chance.
Maybe. Other than that, they will go and get all their clothes for the party
Fantastic.
and buy some weapons if need be.
Okay. Anything in particular you wanted to get for weapons?
Just like anything magical and something ranged that's one-handed.
You would find magical weapons are hard to come by, in Averhold especially. Um, and that totally threw my concentration. Thank you for messing with the avatar. The avatar, the chat icon dragon. Um,
Sorry.
no, don't be sorry. It just kind of threw me. That's all. It's funny. Anyway, um, we'll take care of what exactly you managed to purchase later.
Okie dokie.
But yes, you do find a ranged weapon that you are able to use.
Excellent.
Is that everything?
Yeah, and just taking care of all the clothes. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. All right, and I'll have you describe your clothes when it comes time to introduce everybody at the ball. Uh,
Sounds good.
so Fringle, what's Fringle been up to?
Um, not much. Fringle's just kind of been hanging around. Uh, he did have contact with his aunt, who was not very pleasant in the letter that she wrote, but sent him money to get a tailored suit. So he got a tailored suit and just kind of hung out, not really doing much.
Okay, okay. So yeah, you got yourself your nice fancy tailored suit, and you did a bunch of hanging around. Um, by the way, just so people at home know, so Fringle's aunt is basically one of five rulers of the Dwarven Kingdom, not Dwarven, Gnomish Kingdom, um, which I'm blanking. It's called Copperhill, right?
Yes.
The Dwarvish Kingdom, Gnomish Kingdom of Copperhill. Um, yes. So that's there's a whole big issue there with him being like the black sheep of the family, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let's move things along though. Let's talk with Dan and see what Shaq was doing.
Boy, did Jack do a lot of shit. Uh, well, first he goes down to the salty pod to find Blueford and his group to finally buy him that round he owes them, and then also buys them a second round to try to get any information or rumors about Burke, Tavarian, or Castigon that might be going around, info about them in general. And
Just, oh, sorry, not to cut you off,
well,
but just a refresher for the folks at home or to the people who are new here. This is Burke. He is a Kenku gunslinger, and you already saw Tavarian. This is Castigon, who is who's a fighter and a bit insane.
Only a bit.
Just a bit.
While at the Salty Pod, he meets up with Buttons there and kind of talks about the flirtation stuff and informs him that Buttons misinterpreted what he was doing. He was just rescuing a hostage and taking care of them. It was not flirtations of any kind, and lets him down. Uh, he does go to Blount to help with ball clothes because he doesn't know what the hell to wear. Uh, so he wants something for occasional but still functional, and I'll get into that later.
Mm-hmm.
And he also speaks to Blount about a possible attack on the manor. He wants to come up with a plan for it, how to help defend it, and also to get his weapons inside the manor so that they're on standby somewhere in like a room, kind of like when you throw your coats into like someone's bedroom at a party. They're somewhere you can get them in the event, maybe if cultists attack. He'll just have them there.
So, what was Blount's response to you when you asked him that?
Blount's response was that the Duke, I should say, not a count, that the Duke and has his own personal guard, and Blount will have his own entourage, and they will be armed, so they will be a formidable defense.
Good.
Uh, see, what else he does is he also buys about 4 more potions of healing. He goes out to hunt deer and rabbits and even a black bear. He goes to the docks and swims in the water when the guards are not paying attention. He buys another quiver of arrows that includes the 17 arrows he had gone try to get before. Uh, and then, well, on the 3 months to the day, the 3 month anniversary of the massacre of his clan, he would spend the day alone. He'd find a spot under a tree, hum a song his mother used to sing to him, and end up breaking down and crying.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much Jack, what he does.
Hmm. That's sad, but yeah. So that's what Jack does with his 3 weeks of downtime. So next up is Forrest. What does Forrest do?
Okay. So probably within like the first day, Forrest is going to go to Nova and ask to copy the rituals in his spellbook. And she'll spend all of the magic ink that she has, as well as an extra 50 gold to be able to do that. All of that takes her like 8 hours to copy the rituals. Uh, Probably within the next day or two, she has an idea to try to find Braxton. She knows that she can't use clairvoyance directly on Braxton, Burke, Castigon, or Tavarian. So instead, she remembers the room that she saw them in and attempts to use clairvoyance on that room as far away from where she saw Braxton at the time as possible.
Mm. And what did you find there?
She found the room. She found that her clairvoyance was not blocked. She did not find she did not find Braxton or any of the others. However, she does attempt to map out the complex. She's not paying super close attention to whether or not there is actually information to be found there. She wants to do that in person and not through a fallible magical spell. Uh, but she spends probably a good like 40 minutes just recasting clairvoyance and moving it around the facility to map out the whole place and try to find a way out so she can identify where it is.
Very good. Okay, and last, let's talk to Mega and see what Nova did with his
Uh,
3 weeks. Oh,
sorry, there was there was one last thing.
oh,
Because
sorry.
you had asked what dresses, what clothing we get for the
Oh,
ball.
save that for when you're actually introduced at the ball, or when you actually make it to the ball,
Okay, all right,
and you could tell the backstory behind it. Um,
absolutely.
all right, so let's move things along with Nova. So, what did Nova do on his summer vacation? I mean, his 3 weeks of downtime.
Yeah, it's Nova's been doing a lot of soul searching. Uh like now realizing or discovering his possible Circassian heritage. He has spent a lot of time in the library, researching the country and its culture, just really trying to understand his roots, where he comes from. And actually during this, he actually came with an inspiration for his own suit, which he will be taking to the ball at the end of the 3 week period. uh, Also similarly, going deep into his roots, he's also been doing a lot of research into, or at least trying to research into his mother, and as well as the Umbrella name as a whole, to figure out, what his more direct descendants, if there was anything notable there. Um, and so he was also, sort of maybe less dedicated, but still somewhat curious, but also did some research into the elemental plane of fire and its inhabitants. Just a very, very well rounded, soul searching library, several library trips. He's been very difficult to find
A
during the
montage, if you
day.
say, right?
You might say that. uh, Also, uh, you know, still somewhat nervous about the idea, but with encouragement from people he trusts and cares about, Nova has slowly but surely transitioned himself to going out into public uncovered. He sort of started, originally only doing so at night, just leaving his leaving his scarf behind at night or in the early mornings. He started actually doing some morning jogs in the in the early morning. So by the end of the 3 weeks he's gotten noticeably fitter since it first started. But as it progressed, he has transitioned to being open about his appearance, even in the middle of the day. He has also, on top of this, he has also got himself a new arcane focus, which he will reveal later.
Very good. All right, so it is the day of the party. Yay. And you all arrived separately. I would like to presume that everybody kind of went their separate ways for a little bit during at least this last couple of weeks, um, and vacated the inn, much to the horror of the inn staff, seeing the state of things. And we're going to introduce everybody at the ball. And sorry for the screen jump there. That was rude of me. Um, so first up is Weira. Weira, describe how you arrive at the ball and what your appearance is like.
Um,
Oh shit! Sorry, loud music.
I'm just gonna start up my music. Lyra arrives. She just hires not a terribly expensive um like little cart, or I'm not gonna say carriage. Carriage is too fancy, but almost like rickshaw. That's what it is.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. So she hires a rickshaw to get there because she's in fancy ball dress. She doesn't want to walk through the streets and get dirty. So she arrives, her dress, it's this long butter yellow gown with a slit up her right leg to just above her knee. And tucked a little higher than that, she actually has a dagger strapped to her leg because she's paranoid. And her hair is sort of piled up in ringlets with with a flower crown of white and yellow flowers.
Very nice. You are ushered into the ballroom, and you are announced by the caller. You know, the person that announces everybody as they come in, and people are murmuring and chattering as they do at parties. So let's move things along. Let's see. So how does Uznar enter the party, or arrive at the party rather?
As much as I would like to say he just kicks in the door to the main ballroom, Usna does. Since Usna has been technically quote unquote dead for the last 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure no one knows. In his mind, nobody knows he's alive. So he's gonna try breaking into the party. He's already in the black unmarked van with George Clooney and Matt Damon. So do that.
Good old Uznar, gate crashing in style.
Uznar's 11. Anyway, so
I'm just gonna roll.
you get apprehended by one of the guards. They ask you where your invite is.
I punch.
Fucking fingers on the bridge of my nose.
Right, so,
don't you love barbarians?
So we've lost our barbarian for the plan. So
Yeah, you punch the guard, and the guard is knocked out.
Cool. And I go in. Cool. I proceed to sneak in through the servants' entrance, grabbing a yes, I am a waiter. Put a sticker on my jacket saying yes, I am a waiter. Pick up a plate of food, and I just walk in pretending to be a waiter. I will roll disguise kit for this.
Do it.
Uznar, or rather Dragon, with Uznar's jacket, I know that you're in a completely different outfit, but I just imagine you trying to walk in there looking like Gordo Majima, desperately not even desperately, not even trying to pass off the fact that you probably shouldn't be there, but just fucking owning it.
That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. The jacket, I'm not even wearing the jacket properly, it is just wrapped over my shoulders, and even the sleeves.
Nice.
Anyway, so that's how you get into the party. So, moving on. Avne, how do you arrive at the party?
With much more grace.
Low bar.
Fair. And I was trying to write down this whole thing because I will stutter on the flavor, but they will expend a spell slot for this, but they will use a fine steed to create like a golden magical horse to ride on to arrive to the party.
Look at your horse. Your horse is amazing.
I know, right? But yes, they will do that, and then is the unconscious guard still there?
The unconscious guard has been dragged into a bush, but his feet are still sticking out. If you roll a successful perception, you might be able to see him, but He's
I
off to
want
the
to do
side
it.
of the building.
I want to do it.
Colonel, I have successfully infiltrated the mansion.
Okay.
Sorry for this. Okay, nope, never mind.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Just this, normal noble party at this sprawling mansion.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Osnar. Um, but yeah, there are over their armor because they always wear it. They have a I don't know what type of fabric would be called, but it's basically like a red kind of robe kind of thing with Morelli symbols as the buttons, with a black hat with a wide brim and red band, and extending from it is a silver and gold feather. Looks kind of fake, but whatever. Um, a yeah, and the not the black, the blue cloak that they usually wear is missing a pin, but it's just to look fancy. And they have their handy haversack with them, carrying all of their items and their shield over their back. Yeah.
You are welcomed in, and announced pleasantly by the caller. And yes, everybody's having a nice party.
And Avne wants to like nudge a guard and ask like if they could watch for the cultists and all that jazz.
Oh yes, we are constantly vigilant for that.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And tip the hat and go in.
All right, and let's see, Fringle. Fringle, how does Fringle arrive?
Fringle is just kind of slowly walking down the road, uh, not really having a care, just kind of. Uh, he has a fire starter in his hands, and he's just casually like playing with it. And he's just gonna walk in, trying to avoid everyone and finding a quiet spot to sit down and essentially sit out the party.
Roll stealth.
Okay. Let's see.
I want to see how bad you get hassled.
That one. Why?
All the way.
So, as you try to sneak your way in, you are noticed by some of the attendants, and they're like, "Oh, it is Fringle Numblesworth, everyone, let us. He deserves a special place of honor. Let us rejoice and bring him in on our shoulders and announce his name proudly. He was one of the most
Fringle
instrumental
would try
heroes."
everything to just get out.
It's to no avail. You know how these people are. They are all the nobles want to like rub elbows with you, both because of your family name and also because of your award that you got while saving the city of Bend, um, and just the fact that you've been like so grandiosely introduced.
Right. Well, Fringle really isn't wearing anything. He looks like he's wearing a suit instead of like his regular clothes, but he's wearing his clerical cloak over it, and it looks like some just like cloth pauldrons and white gloves, and that's it.
Very nice. All right, and Jacques, how do you arrive?
I arrive in a carriage that I hired with well groomed donkeys with little fancy accoutrements on them. And as I get up there and I step out of the carriage, well, Blount had gotten me one of the most sought after tailors in the world to help with the design of this outfit, a red silk damask pattern outfit, like a musketeer jacket buttoned up, that whole getup, minus the tabard. And he's got a big floppy hat with an ostrich feather in it. The tailor took the black bear I had killed and turned it into a fur cloak. And in my belt are my two daggers. So TLDR, I look like a 1700s French pimp with a badass fur cloak. And as I'm walking towards the manor, can I make that perception check to see if I see the guard in the bush?
Yeah.
11.
Yeah. It looks like it's just a bunch of fancy folk around.
Alright. Well, he just kind of waltzes on in, not saying really anything to anyone.
They announce you proudly because you are a lizard folk and you stand out, especially in that
Yay.
wonderful outfit.
Right. I'm going to just go find a window to stand.
Oh, you cut out towards the end there. You're gonna go find what?
Sorry. I was go find a window to stand next to.
Okay, very good. All right, and Miyoko, how does Forrest arrive?
Forrest arrives just walking down the road with her quarterstaff as a walking stick. She has not bought new clothing. She washed her clothes in the hot tub at the apartment, and just came in that.
Washed would be a creative word for it.
No, she legitimately washed it. Like she used
Like
I don't think they would
lye
have like
or
detergent. Yeah, I don't think they would have detergent, but like some material that actually does work to wash clothing.
oh
without
yeah, I'm just
destroying
thinking
it.
like your
Yeah.
your clothing's frayed around the edges. There's no washing that out.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Excuse me.
Ooh.
Sorry. My bad.
Uh,
But
the
yeah, she got the dirt and that stuff out of it. But yeah, it's very tattered and frayed.
the guards are about to turn you away when one of them from the
What?
back finds out. Oh no, no, no! She's one of the guests of honor. Let her in. Let her in. And you're let in through the gates.
Yeah, just to be sure, like Forrest has her invitation out and just like trying to show it when that happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're just kind of holding it out there, and yep, there it is. And they're like, "Oh,
Okay.
apologies, madam," and they bow gracefully and like deeply to show their whatever. I can't remember
To-
the words. Show us
yeah,
all as much deference as possible to you. There we
Yeah.
go.
She just says it is all right. I'm very glad that you are on watch. And yeah, she'll go in.
And you are announced in the same splendorous way as everybody else has been by this haughty kind of dude, just kind of standing there with a powdered wig.
She just flinches heavily when when that happens.
Scary wig. And lastly, how does Nova arrive at the party?
Nova arrives by actually like basically hitching a ride with Blount and his entourage. It's for for I feel maybe obvious reasons, but yeah. So like when Nova arrives at the party, he is dressed in an outfit like customary for like formal wear in Circage. He's wearing a light blue Shrami jacket with white pants and yellow sandals. Um, he is not carrying his normal staff with him, but he is now wearing a black silk choker around his neck, which has a I forgot to get the pronunciation on this, so pardon for me.
Cabochon?
Cabochon. Okay. Yes, like with a cabochon and a citrine jewel set into its center, and he is just very starry-eyed as he sees this manor for the first time.
So, walking alongside you is Islington, who is dressed in what basically passes as a tuxedo, except it's got like frilly bits around like around the cuffs of his jacket, and he's got like a cravat, like a laced cravat um, and he's wearing like a gold vest. So he would like to walk arm in arm with you if you could, if you would mind.
And Nova gladly does so.
Blount is wearing his regular attire because he does that, and his regular attire is rather extra anyway. He might have a cloak on, and just to add that little bit of extraness to it. Everybody else in his entourage just dressing, just nice. So, you guys are at the party now. Do you find each other?
I mean, Avne would want to. Like, where is everybody?
Yeah, Forrest will definitely attempt to try to find the others.
As soon as Pringle can get away from everybody, he's trying to find the others.
Lyra is very easy to find. She is literally out in the middle of the room mingling and dancing because she's in her element.
Nice.
Yeah, Weira is a sensation here. Everybody is just like going up to her and talking to her and just saying all these nice things, laughing along with her. She's lighting up the room.
Pretty charismatic, that one.
It's almost like I have a charisma.
Oh, you cut out.
Almost, I don't know.
Well, Nova
almost
is just
like you're
literally
a bard.
lighting up the room as he is taking in the atmosphere.
All right,
I've
and
always wondered what these were like.
By the way, D, would there happen to be a brass brazier anywhere?
potentially.
Potentially? Okay.
Hang on, I'm trying to do something and it's
Mhm.
not working. What the fuck? Apologies. This is a classy affair. I shouldn't be using such language.
If you had asked Nova at any point, he would have let you borrow his.
And it's right now that I am inviting our guests of honor into this call. You are the guests.
Yeah.
You're the guests of honor of the ball. They're the best guests of honor of the call. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Arthur Bones with us and Mark Allen Jr.
Arthur, my boy!
Brother!
Hello,
Mark.
everyone. I'm here.
Hello!
Hi! I get to actually meet the guests this time. Hi, everybody.
So, Arthur and Mark here are going to be helping me play random party goers here, and they're going to be interacting with everybody and just kind of going up to them and asking a question and seeing just party chit chat, that kind of thing. So I'm going to start things off. So Weira, while you are indeed kind of the talk of the party at the moment, you are approached by a rather handsome elf man wearing a blue long coat with gold pauldrons or epaulets. I mean, they're called in this case, and gold buckles up and down his coat. I say, hello there. They say that you're related to that wandering windsummer bard fellow. Is that true?
Yes, Windsummer's my father.
Your father, you say? I was unaware that he even had a daughter, let alone one as much of a presence as you.
Yeah, I used to travel with him when I was younger. I've been out on my own for the last 2 years.
Oh, fantastic. Have you created any new songs that I might have heard?
Why, yes. Actually, just recently, I was writing a song about the paladin who did so well at the Umberlake Games.
Averhold
Ra-
Games?
Averhold Games. Sorry, Nova.
Yes, they come directly after.
uh, yes, similar sounding words to my brain. The Averhold Games Rathbone, and it's been quite popular on the street. I'm still working on it a little bit.
Oh, you're the one who wrote Rathbone's theme.
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic. That's so interesting. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of this party.
You as well.
And he bows deeply and walks away. So,
Wayward does a little curtsy.
up next is our next party goer, and
Pringle, as you are attempting to fend off the various people who keep trying to talk to you and invite you into conversation, you are suddenly finding your pathway cut off by a woman engorged in vibrant red drapery. It looks like she may, in fact, be wearing curtains, but is passing it off as a dress. And she looks very pointedly at you as she says, "Oh, aren't you from the Numblesworth family? This party must seem a dull affair for a high-born gnome like yourself."
Not really, ma'am. This is fairly standard from what I can tell.
"Oh, you flatter us. Please, you must tell me of your exploits."
There's not much to tell, ma'am. I'm just an accountant.
Oh, you're so funny. No one told me you had a sense of humor. She's starting to kind of play with some overly large pearls that you're pretty sure are not real pearls, but are wrapped around her neck.
You can see Fringle visibly cringe at talking to this woman. Excuse me, ma'am. I am somewhat parched. I think I'm going to find some refreshments. Fringle hightails it out of there before any other word is spoken, immediately to like where food is.
well done.
Be sure to find me later.
Mark, bless you.
Well done.
Excellent.
Well done, Mark. Well done. So let's go to our next party goer, Arthur.
Yes, Forrest, whatever you're doing. Just out of the blue, seemingly out of nowhere. Not even from a crowd, not even from an area you can see. From the corner of your eyes. Almost, well, I say float is a bit too graceful of a word, more like stumbles into your view. This tall, elven individual. Slicked back, long black hair with various decorations. It's all very posh and gaudy. Very glamorous makeup, though you can definitely tell through the layers of makeup that it's a he. Distinctly masculine features.
Okay.
He's wearing long drapery clothing, just all various bright colors, and in his hands he's holding a very elegant wine glass that doesn't seem like anything that would actually be located here, implying greatly that, he brought it himself.
Dude is the guy that sneaks his own drinks into the movie.
That is exactly what's going on right now. So he leans in, and you notice the various diamond-shaped patterns drawn on to various parts of his face.
She leans way back.
You son
can-
of a bitch.
She is just like, as soon as he appears in her view out of nowhere, she just has an immediate reaction, just and just like wide-eyed, ears laid back, and just leans way back.
As he leans in, you can smell the alcohol on his breath, and it's oddly smelling of grapes. A lot of grapes. His eyes narrow in on you as he says, "I must say it's unusual to find a tabaxi as short as you. Darling, where from exactly do you hail?"
Is it unusual to see one as short as I am?
"I suppose so, because I've never seen one as short as you, and I've been around for a while."
Have you seen Tabaxi before?
He looks up in the air, vaguely perplexed by the question, as if actually contemplating what you said. Taps one slender finger on his chin, You know, you raise a good point I don't think I actually have. So you're also the tallest tabaxi I've met, so congratulations on that one.
Indeed.
So where exactly do you hail from, if you don't mind me asking?
She she seems to almost perk up and just has that like child like wonder smile that's common in cartoons, just eyes closed, head cocked and smiling. She just goes, "I don't know."
Oh, well, isn't that vague? I like it. I'll make sure to write about it later.
About not knowing where
Toodles!
I am from?
As he disappears into the mist.
I I'm
As vague
I'm
as he started.
Mother.
I'm so confused. She just like shakes her head and goes back to looking for a brass brazier.
Where did the mist come from?
Arthur, you son of a bitch.
Arthur.
Love you, Arthur.
I love you, and I know that exact character. God damn it.
No, you don't.
Do I?
I don't know, maybe.
Probably. I don't know.
Maybe. Anyway, so uh Nova, you and Islington are having a nice conversation when a very rotund dwarf woman walks up to you. She's got opera glasses with her because she could not be any more a stereotypical rich person in a crappy cartoon. I say, what an example of Sakaji formal wear! So excellent, so elegant. Who designed it for you?
It's there was a place in the in neighborhood. They were very happy to help me make this outfit. It's custom.
Oh, you helped design it?
It's yes, I did a lot of research.
Oh my, which certainly shows.
Thank you.
Ta-ta! And she walks off.
She was a very nice lady.
And next partier.
I believe it's pronounced Shaq.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm
Yes.
okay. Just making sure. Shaq, you feel a very hefty clap on your back as you turn to see who has touched you and find what at first looks like a bear, and then you realize is actually just a man as large as one, and perhaps wearing one. He is covered head to toe in layers upon layers of fur, various browns and tans. Even his hat is made of fur and covers his head in an almost chef-like manner, the way it sits atop his head. As he locks eyes with you, he laughs boisterously. Ha 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 ha! Good to see you. I hear that your kind are marvelous chefs. What foods would you recommend for an adventurous palate?
Well, it depends on how long you plan to sit down. But jambalaya, gumbo, ah, quite a few different things that are pretty good for on the roads, at the campsites, or if you want to steal a kitchen away from some inn. Quite a few different things you can make. But if there's any one thing you want to get, it's a crawdads. You cook them in so many different ways, but make sure you get the green amber crawdads. Do not mistake for Akiris crawdads. They don't have any. They got mud bugs and whatever they find under their boots.
As you keep talking, you see his eyes grow wider and wider as the sheer amount of knowledge you've just dropped on this man is way too much for him to possibly comprehend. He simply claps you on the back again and laughs boisterously once more. Ha ha ha! Such fine foods! You'll have to cook them for me sometime. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some rare meats to go try. Ha ha ha! And he walks away, heading towards the buffet tables on the far end.
Shaq is currently licking his lips like they have rare meats here. And he's gonna go towards the buffet table too.
They do indeed have delicious rare meats here. And just as that conversation wraps up, we have another partier approaching a certain bird.
Yes. Avni, as you're going about your business, you feel a small tap on your right shoulder. To look, and turning around, you see a man. He's short, but not overtly so. He's around 5'4", human, grizzled expression, 5 o'clock shadow, but you can see it's graying around the middle. You place him in his mid 50s. Massive gut covered by a breastplate that seems to have been fitted specifically for him to have a giant gut plate in it.
Oh, thank God.
A red cape over it, and in his hand, some kind of giant turkey leg as he looks at you, and a very deep, guttural voice just begins speaking. It was amazing that other parrot cankled and run you through in the joust. Did you think you would have perished if it hit you harder?
They're just like immediately nervous. I don't wish to think it that way, but I'm sure he could have broken an entire rib if he wanted to.
Oh, don't worry about that. You're tough, as he slaps you on the side and spews turkey all over you.
Oh. It just casually wipes it off. So, what is your name?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you think I wouldn't ask?
The name is Samson Beauregard Arrowhead the Sixth.
Oh, fascinating title. I am Avne de Belvaux, but I'm sure you knew that already.
Oh.
I did. Well, it was wonderful talking to you. I have much more food to consume and spew on to other people. As he turns around and just kind of waddles away.
Please be careful with your stuff, or you're already gone.
He's leaving a trail behind him of just, like, old man goo.
Old man
Ew.
goo.
Ew. Oh God.
It's mostly
Excellent
gristle
visual.
and turkey and disappointment.
I just
See,
You-
the second you walked in scene, my first thought when you said giant bird leg was like, is he trying to go and eat Abney?
Is this some sort of power move?
I don't know. During his day, he was the prized chocobo hunter of the land.
And we have a party goer approaching Uznar with his totally obvious "I am a waiter" thing. I say, you are most unkempt for a waiter here at this party. This scrawny man with a bald head and a monocle. He looks like the Monopoly guy, but no hat.
Yeah, yes, yeah, I was a last minute addition and they ran out of uniforms for me. But I have the button what says I'm a waiter on my jacket, so I'm a waiter.
Oh, well said, sir. Well said. And he takes a drink from your tray.
Have a pleasant evening, sir. As Usna goes back to snooping around the ballroom looking for a way to get to the upper levels.
The fuck are you doing?
You're not robbing the place.
What? No, I'm not robbing the place. That is a 25 to steal some silverware.
You are able to freely handle the silverware as you are proclaiming that you are a waiter. And yeah, so you do
I
that.
wish Avne was watching.
Okay, I just want to say really quick to our special guests, thank you so much for helping me play those party goers. You are free to either stay in the call or leave. It is your call.
No, it's your call actually. But
Actually.
I'm gonna take off just so I don't distract anybody.
Oh, that's
But,
okay.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you,
Good to
Mark.
meet you, Mark.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for helping out.
I'll still be around listening, so entertain me.
Thank you
Nice
for
to
being
meet
here.
We'll do our
Oh
best.
no.
Dance
Oh no,
like
I now
it's
have
dance.
expectations.
Yes.
I can't have no pressure.
Thanks for having me, everyone. I'm gonna go dip, and I'm gonna put this on in the background because I need to lie down because today was a long day of editing for stupid things. But
Hey, yeah.
Dipping is a disgusting habit.
It was good to meet you,
Yes.
Arthur.
Excellent. It was wonderful to meet you all finally, because I've heard so much about you.
It's nice talking to you.
Excellent. Well, see you around.
Later,
Bye-bye.
dude.
Have fun.
Joe.
See you, my dude.
All right. Wow, that was fun.
That was nice.
We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to be back in 5 minutes, everyone.
Eek duke.
All right.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Be right back.
Yes.
I'm also going to go hydrate.
Just look at all these nice people saying nice things.
Yes, they're very interesting folk. It's another weird topic of discussion.
Yes, I wonder where everybody all had their clothes from.
Well, I had mine tailored to Navajo.
Oh, me too.
Yes, they look good
I-
on you.
Oh, yes, thank you. I wonder if everybody else got something special for today.
Well, I'm sure. It is a rather special occasion.
Mm-hmm. So, although I haven't seen Usnar yet.
I'm
Neither
back.
Neither have I, and I am oddly suspicious.
Well, he usually makes a very big entrance, so it's really weird that he's not already so here.
If he arrived before me, oh dear. I can't even imagine what chaos he had already wrought.
Well, the door wasn't broken down, so that can't be it.
He could have slammed it open. Not to accuse him of that, but that does have happened before.
Would you like
He has already broken so many doors.
champagne?
Thank you. I already have my wine, but thank you.
Champagne?
Nova eyes it and takes the glass.
Wait, Ushna, why are you there serving drinks?
I am not of this Ustana of who you speak.
Ushna.
roll, roll deception.
Oh my god.
That's a 17.
What's your name tag say?
Shit.
Hello, I'm Waiter McWaiterface.
That's a very strange name to put on name tag.
Yeah, not happening. Ushna, I know that's you. Come on now.
Shh. Look. Look at
No, I'm not going to shush.
I do like your jacket.
Yes, it
Thank
is
you,
my
no.
piece of wardrobe, but please leave the serving the drinks to the waiters.
But I am a waiter. As I Homer Simpson fade into the crowd.
Ushna, no. Oh my heavens. I knew
Honestly,
he
I
was a-
prefer this than breaking down doors and beating people up.
That is fair.
As was the guard still knocked out conscious outside.
We don't know that.
And we really don't. I tried to perceive it, but nothing happened.
I need to apologize to D for throwing such a wrench into things.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do in D&D though?
It is true, but it is true, but It is true.
Odd question, but have you ever had someone approach you and ask you about an injury that someone else gave you?
No. That most people don't approach me, but
I don't see why they shouldn't.
Well, if that's the case, you're lucky, Nora. There's far too many people here asking random questions that make no sense, or trying to get all in your business.
That is fair enough. Still, though, it's rather little uncalled for.
although it is very nice that I'm able to just, be here. It's, I don't imagine there are many of me. So it's nice that I'm able to just relax.
Yes, you are certainly one of a kind.
Agreed.
Oh yes,
Although
Fringle,
he's
how
now
are you holding up?
I don't like these things.
I can tell you seem a little unnerved.
Yes, well, I have very high family members, and everybody wants them and tries to get through me to do it. So,
Hmm. I see. Well, I apologize for that.
yeah, it's nothing you did.
I'm
So,
aware, but I still apologize on their behalf.
right.
If you need a place to hide, you can stand behind me in Islington.
Maybe.
Well, anyone really.
Eh, I suppose.
No issue with taking a breather, Fringle.
So, how are you two doing?
Well, other than being asked about my almost almost rib fracture from the jousting tournament, I'm doing rather well.
Oh, that's good.
It's this random person just asked me about my injury, and I don't know how to react to that.
Oh, are you guys doing in character shit?
Maybe.
Aww.
Don't worry. God will be able to see it later.
I guess.
Sorry, D.
Guys,
Sorry.
apparently somebody was racist. Who was racist? What happened?
Look, it's those damn Greys. They come in here, they lift me up in their UFOs at night, they take my semen. Okay, what am I
Okay.
supposed to do?
confused.
Sorry.
Not yet, you're not.
Also, sorry, Dave, for throwing such a wrench into things tonight.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to thank Lisp really quick for dropping 300 bits on us. Party time. Thank you so much for that. Aeon Protect Gaming, aka Mark, has hosted us with one viewer. Thank you for that. And so is Zool the Cat. Thank you, Zool the Cat. All right.
Kitty!
Oh, shit.
Kitty!
I died.
Rip.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I am back.
Okay. Do we have everybody here?
Nova!
Roll call with me. Forest.
Of the.
Fringle.
Jack
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
answer.
here.
He's eating the meats at the buffet table.
And Cheryl, you're muted currently. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Well, let's get back to the party. Now I got to figure out what the hell to do about not Uznar.
The klepto.
I'm not actually stealing the silverware. That roll was a joke.
Okay, fine. All
Yeah, you
right.
gotta get your comeuppance.
All right, so we're back. So you just got questioned by some rather odd nobles, and they're certainly not the only ones who question you in such a weird way. They seem to be a bit detached from, reality, or at least your reality. The way that you've been living,
Almost like the rich.
almost like the rich.
Hmm.
I don't know. They all seem very nice.
Can we eat these rich?
God damn it.
I don't recommend it. That's that they would.
Are they chewy?
They're chewy and they are litigious, to say the least.
Okay, I guess they can go.
Some of the larger ones, that's a lot of fat to render.
Anyway.
Anyway, moving on. You are finally graced with the presence of the host of this, the Duke of Wit, the nearby town that is near this castle. And I forgot his first name, Haverty Holmwarren. Yeah, Haverty Holmwarren.
Avne will take the
Hello.
hat off and bow.
Oh yes, hello, 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 everyone. Are you enjoying the party?
Do you have a brazier?
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I am a little bit distracted. The party is fine.
Ah, wonderful.
I've never been to one of these parties before.
Oh, well, I must say I've never seen someone so aglow with personality.
Oh yes, I did
I
need.
get it.
Yes. Uh,
Well,
um.
greetings and salutations.
Ah, yes. Now you're speaking my language. Yes. Greetings and salutations to you as well. Oh, when I heard about what you had done for the people of Knack, and like everything,
Bend.
a bend. Thank you. I may have hit the sauce a little bit too hard already. I do apologize.
It's
Ah,
quite alright. It is a
The
party.
sauce?
It's,
alcohol, my dear
alcohol.
boy. Alcohol.
Oh,
I better keep some away from you. I bet you'd catch on fire, wouldn't you? This
well,
guy's
I catch on fire normally, but
We already tried that. It didn't work. You just see Fringle holding a giant plate, just eating.
1,000-yard stare.
right, right. Well, um, the things that you did for the town of Bend, I was just so moved by it. Like I heard that all of you had like just fended off. I guess they were cultists. I heard. What on earth is that?
Sorry?
What on earth is a cultist?
They worship a beast of destruction.
A beast of destruction, you say?
Indeed,
What on earth is that?
it is exactly as it is. It is exactly as it sounds.
Oh, well, it sounds like a bunch of craziness to me.
Indeed, it very much is.
I guess that's why they're cultists. I guess it's a cult of crazies, right?
Forrest just nods like this is the most sane thing she's ever heard.
Agreed.
Tell me, do you think they're going to be a threat?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I think I know what I've been standing at the window, keeping an eye out, as he says as he takes a bite of meat.
And I did ask the gods to keep a lookout as well.
yes, they are quite attentive of any threat. We are perfectly safe here. We're
Mm,
we're holding this not just in your honor, but to help benefit the people of Bend as well.
that is excellent.
Yes. We've already gotten quite a few pledges of crops for this, the upcoming harvest, and Yes, quite a bit of financial donations as well, including some from me, very sizable ones, as a matter of fact.
Well, that is most wonderful.
Yes, so the town of Bend will be quite quite well set. They're on the mend.
And that is very good to hear.
Indeed, the Mend of Bend.
I like it. I like that title.
Oh, we gotta get some drinks here. Waiter, come over here.
Oh, I am running a bit full, empty, aren't I?
He flags Uznar down.
Usna walks up. Walks up. Champagne.
Oh no, it's not again.
Oh, do you know him?
Yes.
I immediately start flagging up Avnade's face, just going, "Don't blow, Johnny." I think I signal saying, "Don't blow my cover."
Oh, bird humor. I get it.
Yes, yes, bird humor. Yes, that
Yes,
is.
of course, sir. Of course, sir. Sir, would you, sir? I when you got you this lovely cocktail for you, sir.
Fantastic. Oh, I'd love to give it a try.
It's called a mojito.
A mojito. I say, that sounds positively exotic.
They're just mouthing. What are you doing?
Drinks.
Don't worry. I mouth back to Abney. Don't worry. I have this under control.
No, you don't.
The Duke is drinking, by the way.
I hand everyone else champagne, give Abney a wink, and Homer Simpson walking backwards into bush back into the crowd.
I go up, I chase after Uznar with the drink in hand, and I just stop him probably like a good 20 feet away, and I just very quietly go, Uznar, did you put anything in his drink?
No, I got the ratio. Got the ratio of tonics. Got the ratios of the liquors wrong, but apart from that, nothing else.
It's just very alcoholic.
Very alcoholic.
Oh, goodness.
Very well, good.
That's got some life to it.
I'm glad I did not have to expend a spell trying to purify it from whatever you may have put in it then.
Yes.
She is saying that away from you guys and very quietly.
That is strong.
Yes, she says, very well, go back to whatever it is you are attempting to do.
Good. Good. Don't worry. I have it.
Yeah.
I have everything under control.
I don't believe that for a second. And she just turns around and walks back.
So
Nova is just eyeing his champagne glass.
I'm gonna make a Constitution check for this.
I
I assume,
Are you?
Dragon, is it really just a really strong drink?
It is just a really. It is just a. You know what? I'm going to roll an intelligence check to see how strong he made it. If I below if it a 14, so it is just instead of a single shot of rum, it's 2 shots of white rum.
2 shots of vodka.
That's the one.
Yes, I referenced Divine. Haha.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
So it's not as strong. It's not as strong. It is just strong.
Oh, that's got some life to it, doesn't it?
Whew. Indeed it does. Whew.
Burns on the way down. I gotta say, there's not many cocktails that could do that to me.
Did you say cockatiels?
Ah,
Might have misheard you.
no, cocktail, my dear fellow, cocktail.
Oh, yes, cocktails, yes.
A bird humor.
Bird humor, yes.
Avni, have you had too much to drink?
I might have.
So a great a great time is had. Um, the party is a sensation. Anybody want to do anything special at the party?
Everyone want to dance.
I kind of want Forrest to cast a ritual, but that's like 10 minutes on top of whatever other casting time, so I don't think she would get away with it.
Yeah, like the spell you're wanting to cast takes an hour.
Oh,
You don't know which one I'm wanting to cast.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I'ma have Fringle roll a con check, and if he fails, he's gonna start breakout dancing in the middle of the room because he's drunk.
Oh no.
Okay. I will tell you if you fail or pass.
Dead.
You just barely failed.
Yeah, so Fringle goes in the middle of the room, just starts dancing. Doesn't care who's watching.
Avney claps to the
Please.
beat.
Please tell me it's Napoleon Dynamite dancing.
Everyone who's dancing, roll performance.
Okay.
I finally get to use my ability. Finally.
I have a 1 in that, so hopefully this goes good.
I closed my
Nice,
character
Cheryl. Nice.
sheet. Give me a moment.
Waira's not just dancing, she's cast dancing lights and they're just sort of moving with her to the music.
Ooh, all the party goers go.
Fuck.
Avney, you might have had a little too much to drink.
A little bit.
You
I'm
kind
really
of.
just, I'm rather rusty.
Forrest is definitely clapping and cheering on Cheryl.
You mean Waira?
Yes, Waira, thank you. Sorry.
I mean, you can clap and cheer on Cheryl too, but
Cheryl, you're doing amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, if Cheryl was doing the dancing, it would involve falling flat on their face.
Mega,
Yes,
you. Oh, sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Just gonna say that Forrest is cheering and clapping on Waira. Yeah, that's all.
All right, and Nova. I apologize. I called you by your player name for a second there. Nova, seeing that you're kind of perplexed by the beat, Islington comes up to help you and says, "May I have this dance?"
Sure, yeah. And takes a hand.
With a natural 20, Islington is just positively gliding about the floor with you and helping you dance. And he's even doing like some twirls and some dips. He's just twirling around the room with you. Everybody is just captivated by one, the dancing lights, two, the dancing couple you are. And yeah, anybody else want to dance?
Yeah, Nova is just like fairy tale struck.
Yeah, of course Avney's dancing with somebody if they want to.
All right. Do you want to like just kind of randomly call out somebody, or are you gonna wait for them to get you to dance, or?
Yeah.
That,
I mean, I'll dance with somebody in the party if they're comfortable with it.
okay.
I think Fringle is drunk enough to try and get Avney to dance with him.
Oh.
Excellent.
Okay. So you both get to roll with advantage. Performance.
Nice.
Okay, well, now that you have a partner, Avney, this goes much easier. Although at this point, it's like kind of dragging around a potato sack with Fringle. But you managed to save the dance.
Come on, Fringle, you have two left feet. Come on, move in.
All the spinning.
I want to know. Hold on. Who was Salix? Was that you cackling? Was that you cackling?
Yeah, probably.
It's a party.
I love you.
Pringles, you have 2 left feet. Come on, you have to move.
I am.
Well, no, try hard.
You try harder.
I am trying my hardest.
Do it harder.
And then once that's done, actually we'll go and dance with the elf gentleman from before.
Uh, wait, what?
The one that Arthur played.
Oh, the one that Arthur played. Okay, sure. All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll for Arthur's character.
Because he's messaging me right now.
It's not good.
Well, whatever. No
It's a-
take.
It's a 4.
And I'll still do it. I'll still do it. Hang on. Hey.
So this elf is Oh, actually, wait. What's his? Hang on. Please hold. I think Arthur has a modifier that he's gonna throw at me. I'm gonna call that his modifier. He just said his blood alcohol level is somewhere between 5 and 7. He's drunk enough to dance. Natural 20. Fucking. He's an ace. You suddenly take all the attention off of Nova and Islington with the moves that you're cutting.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wonderful party, wonderful. This is an affair to remember. As he drinks straight out of a champagne bottle.
Jacques is gonna be at the back watching the dance, but then he's gonna go towards. I'm assuming there's some sort of door that leads to either a balcony or like a back or front garden.
Oh yes.
Somewhere.
Oh yes, definitely.
He's gonna go out to the balcony and scan the immediate area and the horizon, trying to see anything out of the ordinary.
All right, roll perception.
10.
All quiet on the western front.
He waits a few seconds and then starts to head back inside, but is still on guard. He's not enjoying this party as much as everyone else.
That's when,
Okay.
as you rejoin the party, Shaq, you are approached by. Fuck! I can't. My brain. Hold on. I got a little too into the Duke character. Actually, yes, we'll just say it's the Duke. The Duke approaches you. Ah, penny for your thoughts.
If you have a penny to spare,
Frequently. Drinks.
well, if you're asking for my thoughts, well, I just like to be on guard. Everyone's enjoying themselves, and, well, if I was someone who wanted to cause trouble, this place would be the perfect place to, well, strike. Even if you do have formidable guards.
Even with Blount and his little party crew here.
Even with them, I value targets, shall we say?
Well,
One would-
I suppose there's nothing I could say that'll assure you of anything, right?
Well, they are. Whoever attacks don't even have to succeed. They just have to stir up a panic, especially with all the nobles here.
You're a real party pooper, you know that?
Yes, well, after you've gone through what I have, you can't enjoy parties much as you.
And what did you go through, my dear lizard folk?
I'm the last of the blood claws. He says as he stares straight ahead at everyone dancing.
The last, you say?
The last one.
You have my condolences.
Thank you.
Well, I hope, for your sake, that you learn to loosen up and unwind a little bit, because, take it from me, if you let your grief just own you like that, you're in for a bad time. Or am I off base here?
I think you might be a little drunk.
Oh, I'm very drunk, I know that much. I was just hoping to be a drunken sage for you.
Yeah, well. I might listen to your words, I might not. I might dance, I might keep standing here.
Whatever makes you happy, just make sure that you're doing enough to be happy.
Yeah, well, once Burke is dead, I'll be a little bit more happy.
To the death of Burke, he says as he raises the bottle.
Gives a little nod to the Duke. He's not hasn't been drinking tonight.
The Duke just drinks and wanders off.
Every second that goes by, I'm half expecting like an arrow or bolt to just hit the wall next to Jack's head. I'm just waiting for it, even if it never comes.
Could during this time could Forrest slip away from the dance hall?
Sure thing.
I apologize that Dan, if you have anything else with Shaq.
Oh no, there's nothing else.
Oh yeah, I apologize. I realized I was interrupting there. Uh, Forrest is actually uh going to try and find Shaq.
He's not hard to find. He's a big, tall lizard man dressed in all red.
He's like he's like at the back still at the door, not moving or saying anything.
Yeah. She'll she'll come by uh and just say, Shaq, are you all right?
Well, I could be better. I was having a fun time with that huge guy with the bear fur. We were talking food.
Hmm. Sounds as though that was right up your alley.
It was. Till he wandered off somewhere. I don't know how I lost him with someone that big.
I should have seen the ones that came to talk to me. Though I am not surprised I lost that one. It was some tall elf man with he looked like he was trying to wear a rainbow and instead ended up vomiting something like a rainbow.
Yeah, that makes sense at a party like this. Everyone getting drunk. Bound to vomit something.
You look sad, Shaq.
Maybe. More on guard than anything else, at least.
Hmm. Definitely smarter than I have been in the last few minutes.
Yes, well, I thought the Duke were my clan, and, well, hopefully he's drunk enough where he fucking forget it in the morning. Oh, that's right. You're the only one who pretty much doesn't know the name of my clan.
I think you are right. What was their name?
Ah, fuck it. Yeah. I've been trying to keep it quiet, but
I am not going to tell anyone.
I figured out of the rest of the people here, you would be the only one to keep things secret. Uh, they were the Blood Claws.
The Blood Claws. Shaq, can I ask what her name was?
Thrisk.
Trisk. It's a lovely name.
Jack turns around and kind of takes a step outside and just stares into the darkness.
Do you sense something or
I
more
just think-
memories?
Yeah, memories. The body reminds me of home in a few different ways.
In good ways, I hope.
Well, of course.
Good. The Force will just come up and put her hand on his shoulder. I may not be the best, but if you ever wish to talk about this, then I am here for you, Shaq.
Thank you.
All right.
But,
Oh, sorry.
No, I think that was pretty much it.
Okay. So the rest of the party goes rather smoothly, and you party well.
Chug, chug. Sorry.
well into the wee hours of the morning, right up until sunrise. Accommodations are given to those who need it, and everybody has a wonderful time. And that concludes our session of Under Fractured Sky, the ballroom episode.
Woo!
Yay, nothing happened.
Yet.
Just for context, at some point Usna did sneak off and break into the wine cellar.
Of course you did.
And that was my plan all along.
The ball ends with Avnay chugging a bunch of alcohol.
So
Actually, now that I think about it, like, what would have happened if Nova had drank that champagne, the glass,
I don't know.
that he
I
was
wasn't here for
unceremoniously
that.
handed?
The only way he gets fire breath.
Because that's what I did. I stole all the liquor for Rangers.
All right, so we are going to we're gonna see what our good buddy Edward Bosco is up to tonight. We're gonna raid him. He looks like he's doing some character creation in WWE 2019 or 2K19, whatever. And I hope you have yourselves a wonderful and safe evening. Good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye bye. Drink responsibly.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Once again, DI to the
You cut out for a second, but
I did not see any then. I didn't see them just anywhere.
Fuck.
Where do you see Nova? Most of them.
Letter
go
D,
over
you're
your
in with a
head.
party of 8. Thank you so much for that.
Wait, isn't there a special
yes,
variant
Let's
of
do
the
it like my
backstabber
head.
that
So, aren't you?
yes, but the real plan was that